Hello Capricorn, welcome to your mid-October tarot reading. So, I'm calling the light, I'm calling my higher self, I'm calling my guides. When I was meditating on your sign, I really felt a wish, there's a wish that's coming true, or you something about that, and there, the wish card. So, and there you are. All right, talk to me about Capricorn. I call the light, I call the divine, I call the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Give me a clear message for Capricorns mid-October. I'm going to do 6 card pull, 3 for the underlying energy, 3 for the now, and 3 for the outcome. They have to come out, they're gonna come out again. Capricorn. The hard workers, Capricorn. Okay. Oops. Alright. Okay. Now, open now. One more for the now. Spirit, the result. 3 cards for the result. What's coming? What's coming? Underline energy, the 10 of Cups. That's emotional fulfillment. Okay, in the past, there was a connection, maybe with an earth sign, to whom you really wanted to give your heart, but you felt really burdened by your conditions and worried like hell about it. Like you were all up in your head about it. That's like our demons at night that we think, you know, we think about worrying. How am I going to do this? What if? What if? Our fears, all those things that can keep us up at night. Capricorn. And it's about, like, see the Two of Cups, they came out together. So it's really about a connection that you felt and that made you want to offer your heart to them. Cherish them. Take care of them. You saw them like similar as you. But you're carrying a lot of weight. In the now, whoa, okay. The Tower and Five of Swords. Maybe there's a Three of Cups. Maybe, let me see. Okay, end of a cycle. I'm gonna go for it. Alright. In the now, there's that communication that you are doing or that you're receiving. It's a small communication. It's the Page of Cups. So it's an emotional communication, but it's not the big I love you, you know? It's that little touch, that little smile, that little hint that there's something more. And here you have like the Three of Cups, either like you're happy with your friends and all of that, or it can be a three-party situation happening here. And that's why you're so worried about it. There's something that's happening or that's gonna happen. In the now is like not just today, but you know, time is fluid. Last week, next week, it's in that time. The Tower. There's the Tower. And with the Tower fell the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is it has two meanings about it. The Five of Swords is, yes, winning, but not everybody's happy about it. You know, choose your fight, because is it really worth it, even if you know that you're gonna win? But in the old meaning, you have this guy, you know, just finished a battle with two other men. They're kind of not happy about it because they lost. And in the old days, when you would challenge someone by the sword, if you would win, you would take their sword. That would be like the prize. And so that's what happened. And in the old drawings, that man usually is dressed very poorly, and the two others are dressed richly. And that's why it's like the winning of the underdog. They didn't expect that guy to win, because the poor people in the Middle Ages, they didn't have a sword courses or anything like that. They were busy like taking care of the farm and the chores and all of that. They didn't get that knowledge. So this guy learned by himself and then challenged somebody of higher class and won twice. So that's why it's often the winning of the underdog. But it is asked to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because I am gonna destabilize a lot of people. And maybe this is happening to you, where somebody is gonna do that you didn't expect them to, do that to you, and that's gonna shake up your foundations. Throw down everything that wasn't solid, everything that was like built up on false value, for either because, and it's God doing that. It's like, whoa, no, we're undoing everything that wasn't solid, that wasn't real. We're dragging it down, provoked by that communication. But all of that brings the world That's the end of a cycle. That's learning your lesson and starting again. It's the conclusion of that journey. And there's the Queen of Cups. That's looking at your heart, the value of your heart. Balancing here, we have the Two of Coins. We say juggle, but it's more like looking at the coins are what we value. So looking at what we value and trying to get balance in all of that. There's the eternity symbol there. Because everything that is sent comes around, and it's part of our eternity. And so we have all these emotions, and we're trying to keep, what is truly a value to me. After that shake-up, it's normal to try and rebalance things. What do I truly want? And you're going into your value. That's a water sign, or someone that you're really valuing on an emotional level. And here the Prince of Wands is like, I'm going for it. They say it's not all the knights. In this deck they call it prince, but they're knights. The knights are on a quest, and so this one, what drives him is his passion, and it's like that feeling of, I'm going for it. I don't know where it's gonna end up or anything like that, but I'm going for it. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna follow my passion. So you're following your passion. The underlying energy being the Ten of Cups. All this is to bring out the total emotional fulfillment on the Ten of Cups. There you go. Maybe you were worrying totally at night and feeling the burdens and everything on your shoulders because you knew that taking a decision like this, ending that cycle, would provoke the Tower. Sometimes we see it coming, the Tower. We know, okay, I'm gonna lose a lot. Let's clarify some cards. I'm gonna clarify the Tower here. Let's clarify the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. What's the Tower? What's the Tower moment? Well, that's going to be good for you. It's a victory. So it really is a victory. Maybe you're the one doing the Five of Swords there. And sometimes we have to do moves that not everybody's going to be happy, but we have to do it because it's for our soul's purpose. It's to end the cycle that was based on false things, and we know we have to do it. Maybe that's going to destabilize some things. We're going to have to juggle a bit to get back into our center. She's centered in her emotions, that's for sure. But that's the card of victory. So that Tower is going to be good for you. Maybe following your heart like that would be good for you, Capricorn. And yes, there's going to be people that are going to be affected by your decision. Things are not going to go their way. Like, they're going to be disappointed. You're going to disappoint some people to do that. But it's going to be your victory. It's going to be for you. And it's for the end of for the end of a cycle there. I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups. Is it because it's a three-party situation? Or are you just happy about that message? Because the two of them, they came together. I do have two queens here. And with the Two of Cups and the Prince of Cups, that's a love reading. And the Page of Cups, that's really a love reading. You're going to survive successfully from the Tower there. Okay, don't want to talk about the Three of Cups. Talk to me about the Prince of Wands. What's going to come out of that? They're going to decide to go for it. Following their intuition with the Queen of Cups beside it. Alright, he's getting out of a feeling stuck situation. And being all in your head about it. Because that's the Eight of Swords. Now, and the yoke of the Eight of Swords, the way to get out of the Eight of Swords is the Knight of Wands. Because the Eight of Swords, we're stuck. We don't know where to go. We don't know what to do. All those swords are all thoughts around us. You know, that we shouldn't do that, we can't do that, and what's the solution? I could do this, but then what after? And we're kind of analysis paralysis, you know, and being stuck there. And there's a pressure, because usually you can see the tide of the water that she's standing on rising. It's like, man, I got, you know, that feeling, I gotta get out of there, but I'm tied up, that she can get untied. I don't know where to go because I'm blindfolded. And I have all these thoughts that are making a jail around me. To get out of that energy is exactly the Knight of Swords. What the fuck? Let's go for it. It's that, let's go. Sometimes we have an idea, we have a project, we have something we really want to do, and we just can't start it. You know? So there you go. This is to unlock that Eight of Swords. You're gonna go for it. Just have that initial fire that makes you jump and do it. It is a centered, and it's part of that new cycle, because you're finished. The world, you're finished. You're finished and starting new on something. And don't let yourself being all stuck blocking you for doing it. Go get that Knight of Wands energy and go for it. You know, that's the go for it. That's why they say the one night stand guy, because he's there one night and you don't know if it's gonna be there the next day. But you can see it like, you know, if you have to start that project and you can't really go, and there's someone coming in and telling you, yeah, okay, Capricorn, I'm gonna give you a hand, let's start this. Maybe he won't be there next week to continue with you with the project, but he gave you that energy to start it. And that's what is needed at that point, so that you can get out of the muck and get out of all of your thoughts in your head. You're gonna come out victorious about it, and it's all about your emotional fulfillment. So I would tell you, let's go do it. Do it. This is a love reading. Maybe it's something that's gonna have to crumble for you to follow your heart and go for that new relationship. Maybe with the Queen of Cups there. With a woman that you see as being very in tune with her emotions. Mature. She doesn't make tantrums and things like that. She knows her emotion and she knows her value. She's very caring. She's got a lot of empathy, understanding. she's supporting. That can be you too. But it's beautiful. I would say for you, go do it. So that was your reading, Capricorn, for the mid-October. I'll see you for your reading of November. In the meantime, you can like, comment, share, and thank you for being there. Goodbye.